Here's what nobody tells shorter men over 40. Your height isn't the problem. Your clothes are. The average men's clothing is designed for someone 5 feet 10 inches with proportions that don't match yours. So when you grab something off the rack and wear it home, you're not wearing clothes. You're wearing someone else's clothes. The excess fabric, the wrong proportions, the details designed for a different body. They're all working against you. And the worst part? Most shorter men have no idea they've spent decades assuming clothes just don't look as good on them. That style is easier for taller guys. That looking put together requires height they don't have. It doesn't. It requires understanding what works for your frame and ruthlessly eliminating what doesn't. The mistakes I'm covering today are everywhere. I see them on the street, in offices, at restaurants. Shorter men over 40 making the same errors repeatedly, never realizing that simple fixes would transform how they present to the world. 13 mistakes, 13 solutions. Each one backed by a product that actually solves the problem. Your height is fixed. Your style isn't. Everything is linked below. Let's fix this. 1. Drowning in oversized clothing. The most common mistake is the most damaging. Wearing clothes that are simply too big. Shorter men over 40 often default to looser fits, thinking comfort requires excess fabric. The opposite is true. Every inch of extra material obscures your frame, blurs your silhouette, and makes you look smaller than you are. You're not wearing the clothes, they're wearing you. The solution isn't skin-tight clothing. It's clothing that actually fits your body, shirts that follow your torso without billowing, trousers that sit clean against your leg without pooling, jackets that end where they should, not inches below. This requires either buying from brands that design for shorter frames or committing to tailoring everything you own. There's no middle ground. Off-the-rack clothing designed for average heights will never fit you correctly without alterations. Start with shirts. A properly fitted shirt transforms everything layered over it. The ONWARD Reserve short spread collar shirt is designed with adjustable proportions, shorter body length, higher armholes, and sleeves that don't require rolling 3 times. Fit isn't vanity. For shorter men, it's the foundation everything else builds on. 2. Pants that pull at the ankle. Nothing shortens your legs faster than fabric bunching at your shoes. When trousers are too long, they create horizontal folds at the ankle, visual interruptions that cut your leg line and draw attention to the exact area you want streamlined. Every break in the fabric is a break in your vertical flow. And for shorter men, vertical flow is everything. The fix is simple but non-negotiable. Your trousers should hit with little to no break. A slight touch at the front of the shoe, clean at the back. For more modern looks, a cropped length that shows a sliver of ankle actually elongates by creating uninterrupted lines from hem to shoe. This single alteration, hemming your pants correctly, costs $10 at any tailor and transforms every pair you own. There's no excuse for wearing unhemmed trousers when the fix is this easy and this impactful. When buying new, look for brands offering multiple inseam lengths. VUORI specializes in clothing for men 5 feet 8 inches and under. Their chinos come in inseam starting at 25 inches, eliminating the need for alterations entirely. Hem your pants, all of them, today. 3. Jacket proportions. That Overwhelm. A jacket that's too long will make you look shorter, every time. The traditional rule, jacket hem covers your backside, was written for average height men. On shorter frames, this length creates a visual effect where the jacket dominates and your legs appear truncated. You become torso with legs attached rather than a balanced silhouette. The solution is a slightly shorter jacket length. The hem should hit right at the bottom of your hip, covering your belt but not extending significantly beyond. This shifts the visual breakpoint higher, creating the illusion of longer legs beneath. Shoulder fit matters equally. Jacket shoulders that extend past your natural shoulder create width that emphasizes lack of height. The seam should land exactly where your shoulder ends, not a centimeter beyond. Structured shoulders are fine, extended shoulders are not. Sleeve length needs attention too. Show about ½ inch of shirt cuff below the jacket sleeve. Too much jacket sleeve and your arms look shortened. Too little and proportions feel off. REISS offers short sizing across their range. Jackets cut specifically for shorter frames with adjusted proportions throughout. Their Havana fit works particularly well for men who want contemporary styling without swimming in fabric. Your jacket should enhance your frame, not conceal it. 4. The quarter zip over baggy chinos. The quarter zip pullover is a shorter man's secret weapon until he pairs it with the wrong pants. This combination appears everywhere. A nicely fitted quarter zip on top, then shapeless, baggy chinos below that erase any definition from hip to ankle. The top half says polished. The bottom half says you grabbed whatever was clean. The mismatch destroys your silhouette. The quarter zip works for shorter men because it creates clean lines across the torso without the visual interruption of buttons or a full zipper. It's streamlined, it's flattering. But that streamlined effect needs to continue downward, and baggy chinos break the flow entirely. The solution is pairing your quarter zip with slim or tapered chinos that maintain the same intentional fit. The fabric should follow your leg without clinging, creating one continuous silhouette from shoulder to ankle. When top and bottom share the same fitted philosophy, your proportions read as balanced rather than disjointed. Rise matters here too. Mid-rise chinos sit at your natural waist, which is exactly where a quarter zip should meet your pants. Low-rise options create a gap or force you to wear the pullover longer than flattering. Get the rise right and the whole outfit clicks. TODD SNYDER Slim Fit Chinos deliver the tapered silhouette that complements a fitted quarter zip perfectly. Quality construction holds the shape wash after wash, and the rise sits exactly where shorter men need it. Match your bottom half to your top. Let the whole silhouette work together. 5. Bulky shoes that anchor you down. Chunky shoes make short men look shorter, period. Those thick-soled sneakers, clunky boots, and oversized athletic shoes create visual weight at the bottom of your frame. They anchor you to the ground and draw the eye downward. Exactly opposite of what shorter men need. Your feet look larger, your legs look shorter, and your proportions suffer. The solution is streamlined footwear. Shoes with slimmer profiles and lower profile soles that continue the line of your leg rather than interrupting it. This doesn't mean uncomfortable shoes, it means shoes designed with proportion in mind. For sneakers, choose minimalist options over chunky retro runners. For dress shoes, opt for sleeker lasts with refined toe shapes. For boots, Chelsea or Chuka styles with slim soles beat heavy work boots. If you want added height, and there's nothing wrong with that, look for shoes with subtle internal lifts or slightly elevated soles that don't read as platforms. The goal is enhancement that looks natural, not obvious. BECKETT SIMONON. Reid sneakers offer the clean, minimalist profile that elongates rather than anchors. Leather construction, slim silhouette, and enough sole to be comfortable without creating visual bulk. Your shoes should lift your look, not weigh it down. 6. Horizontal stripes. That widen, horizontal stripes fight against everything you're trying to achieve. The eye follows lines. Horizontal stripes lead the eye side to side, emphasizing width over height. For shorter men, this creates exactly the wrong effect, broadening your frame while doing nothing to elongate it. Wide stripes are worse than narrow ones, but even thin horizontal lines work against you. The solution is understanding which patterns serve your frame. Vertical stripes elongate by drawing the eye up and down. Solid colors create clean, uninterrupted visual flow. Small-scale patterns that don't read as directional are generally safe. This doesn't mean you can never wear horizontal stripes. A navy Breton stripe shirt under a jacket, where most of the stripe is hidden, can work fine. But a boldly striped polo or rugby shirt worn alone? That's actively working against your proportions. When in doubt, choose solids. They never fight your frame, they're easier to coordinate, and they let your fit do the talking rather than your pattern. Guess builds their reputation on perfectly crafted solid basics. Their long-sleeve crew necks and polos provide the clean foundation that lets shorter men focus on fit and proportion rather than fighting busy patterns. Let your silhouette speak, quiet the noise. 7. Low-rise pants. Cutting you in half. Where your pants sit determines where your legs begin, visually at least. Low-rise pants sit on your hips, below your natural waist. This shifts the visual breakpoint lower on your body, shortening your leg line and extending your torso. For taller men, this can work. For shorter men, it's sabotage. The solution is mid-rise or high-rise trousers that sit at or near your natural waist. This placement raises the visual breakpoint, creating the appearance of longer legs. The same actual leg length looks significantly different depending on where your waistband sits. This applies to all pants, trousers, chinos, jeans, everything. The modern obsession with low-rise fits has convinced men that anything higher feels unusual. Push through that initial adjustment. Within a week, you'll wonder why you ever wore pants that worked against your proportions. The added benefit, higher rises are generally more comfortable. Eliminate constant adjustment and keep your shirt tucked more effectively. You're not sacrificing anything by making this switch. Jill Sounder offers trousers with properly placed rises that work for shorter men without looking dated. Their high-rise options hit at the natural waist, creating the elongated leg line every shorter man should want. Raise your rise, lengthen your legs. If this is opening your eyes, hit subscribe. Every week I break down practical style guidance for men over 40. No fluff, just solutions. Subscribe now, and let's keep going. 8. Large patterns that overwhelm your frame. Scale matters more than most men realize. A large window pane check or oversized plaid that looks sophisticated on a 6-foot 2-inch frame looks like a costume on someone shorter. The pattern overwhelms the person wearing it. Your body becomes a backdrop for the fabric rather than the fabric serving your body. The solution is choosing patterns scaled to your frame. Smaller checks, tighter plaids, subtle textures that add visual interest without dominating. The pattern should enhance your clothing, not become the entire statement. This applies to everything from suits to accessories. That bold Glen plaid sport coat? It needs a larger canvas than you're providing. That oversized floral print shirt? Same problem. Always consider how a pattern will read on your specific proportions. Texture offers an alternative to pattern. Fabrics with visual interest, herringbone, bird's eye, subtle weaves, add depth without the scale problems that large patterns create. You get sophistication without being overwhelmed. J.CREW offers ties and other accessories in appropriately scaled patterns that work for shorter frames. Their slim fit options ensure the pattern lies flat and clean rather than bunching into visual chaos. Match your patterns to your proportions. Let scale work for you. 9. Long untucked shirts. Erasing your legs. That untucked shirt is costing you inches. When a shirt hem lands mid-thigh or below, it creates a visual break that shortens your legs dramatically. The longer the untucked shirt, the shorter you look. For average height men, this might be acceptable. For shorter men over 40, it's a compounding error. The solution depends on context. For casual wear, choose shirts specifically designed to be worn untucked, shorter hems that hit right at the hip, creating a cleaner breakpoint. For dressier contexts, tuck your shirt in. The unbroken line from shoulder to ankle is worth the minor adjustment. Many brands now offer untucked fits with abbreviated hems. These shirts are cut shorter specifically to hit at a flattering length when worn out. Regular shirts worn untucked will always be too long unless you're having them altered. Layering can help. A well-fitted jacket or blazer over an untucked shirt contains the look and prevents the shirt from visually overwhelming your lower half. But the shirt still needs to be the right length. No amount of layering fixes a shirt that reaches your knees. UNTUCKIT built an entire brand solving this problem. Their shirts are specifically designed with shorter curved hems that hit at the perfect length for wearing untucked. They offer fits for different body types. Control where your shirt ends. Control how tall you look. 10. Light wash jeans with white sneakers. This combination ages shorter men faster than almost any other pairing. Light wash jeans already fight against you. The pale denim draws attention to your lower half and emphasizes every fit flaw. Add bright white sneakers beneath them, and you've created maximum contrast at the exact point where you want eyes to glide past. Your legs look shorter, your feet look larger. The whole outfit screams casual in the worst way. The problem is compounded by what light wash jeans typically are: relaxed fits with lower rises and longer inseams, everything working against shorter proportions, amplified by footwear that anchors visual weight to the ground. The solution is either darkening your denim or changing your footwear. Ideally both. Dark indigo jeans create a slimming, elongating effect that light wash can't match. And sneakers in navy, gray, or tonal leather continue the leg line rather than interrupting it with stark white contrast. If you genuinely prefer lighter denim, choose a gray or medium wash instead of true light wash. And pair with sneakers that don't create dramatic contrast: off-white, stone, or colors that blend rather than pop. The goal is always continuity. Dark jeans into dark shoes reads as one unbroken line. Light jeans into white sneakers reads as two distinct blocks stacked on top of each other. Level Shoes Global's Caleb sneaker offers a refined white sneaker option when you do want that clean look, but pair it with darker denim to avoid the contrast trap. The sleek profile prevents the chunky anchoring effect cheaper white sneakers create. Control contrast. Protect your proportions. 11. Collar proportions. That don't fit your face, your collar frames your face? The wrong proportion ruins everything above it. Collars that are too large overwhelm shorter men. Wide, spread collars designed for larger frames make your head look smaller and your neck look shorter. Collars that are too small look cheap and create the opposite problem. Everything feels pinched. The solution is collars proportioned to your face and frame. For most shorter men, a medium spread or point collar works best. Enough presence to frame properly, not so much that it dominates. Collar points should complement your face shape without extending toward your shoulders. This applies to dress shirts, casual shirts, and polos. Every collar should be evaluated through this lens. That extreme cutaway collar that looks sophisticated on taller men, on a shorter frame, it often looks like the shirt is wearing you. Tie knots matter too when wearing tailored clothing. A proportionate collar paired with an appropriate knot creates harmony. An oversized Windsor knot in a narrow collar or vice versa creates visual tension that shorter men can't afford. REISS shirts offer a slim fit with collar proportions, specifically designed for smaller frames. Their attention to proportion throughout the shirt, not just the body fit, makes them excellent for shorter men. Frame your face correctly. Everything above your shoulders benefits. 12. Thinking tailoring is optional. For shorter men, tailoring isn't a luxury, it's a requirement. Off-the-rack clothing is designed for average proportions. If you're not average height, nothing will fit correctly without alterations. The sleeves will be too long. The body will be too full. The proportions will be wrong throughout. Wearing unaltered clothing is announcing that you've given up. The solution is building a relationship with a good tailor and accepting that alterations are part of your clothing budget. Every pair of trousers needs hemming. Every jacket needs sleeve adjustment at minimum. Most shirts benefit from taking in the body. This investment is smaller than you think. Basic alterations, hemming pants, adjusting sleeves, cost $10 to $20 per item. For that price, you transform something that almost fits into something that fits perfectly. The return on investment is unmatched anywhere in menswear. Start with your most worn items, the trousers you reach for constantly, the blazer that gets weekly use. the dress shirts that make up your rotation. Tailoring these first creates immediate impact while you work through the rest of your wardrobe. The Tailory New York offers remote tailoring services if local options aren't available. You can ship items for professional alterations without finding a local tailor. But finding someone nearby is ideal for ongoing relationships. Accept the reality. Your body isn't average. Your clothes shouldn't be either. 13. Bottom heavy color. Contrast. How you distribute color determines where eyes focus. Dark pants with a light top draw attention downward, anchoring visual weight to your lower half. For shorter men, this emphasizes what you're trying to de-emphasize. The eye goes to contrast, and contrast at your legs keeps attention low. The solution is inverting or balancing your color distribution. A darker top with lighter bottoms draws the eye upward. Monochromatic outfits create uninterrupted vertical flow with no contrast breaks to shorten your silhouette. Both approaches work better than the default dark bottom light top combination. This doesn't mean wearing white pants daily, it means being conscious of contrast placement. Navy trousers with a navy sweater create elongation. Gray chinos with a charcoal jacket do the same. You're creating vertical continuity rather than horizontal breaks. When you do want contrast, place it higher. A light blue shirt under a dark jacket puts the contrast at your chest level, drawing eyes upward. A patterned pocket square does the same. Control where attention goes. Massimo Alba specializes in tonal dressing, pieces that layer beautifully in similar color families, creating exactly the unbroken visual flow that elongates shorter frames. Their relaxed but refined aesthetic works well for men over 40. Move the eye upward. Let your upper half do the talking. 13 mistakes. 13 fixes. 1 transformed silhouette. Notice what's missing from this list. Anything about actually being taller. Because you can't change your height, but you can change every single thing that's making your height work against you. Fit, proportion, rise, length, pattern scale, color distribution, collar size. These are all within your control. And when you get them right, when you stop fighting your frame and start dressing for it, something remarkable happens. You stop thinking about your height, and so does everyone else. The short men who look best aren't wishing they were taller. They've accepted their proportions and learned to dress within them. They understand that style isn't about ideal bodies. It's about optimizing the body you have. And they've done the work. Start with the biggest offenders. For most men, that's hem length and shirt fit. Fix those 2 things and the difference is immediate. Then work through the rest of the list systematically until every piece in your wardrobe is working for your proportions, not against them. Your height tells people nothing about you. Your clothes tell them everything. All the products I mentioned are linked below. The next step is simple. Click the video on screen. I'll see you there. Because gentlemen don't make excuses, they make adjustments.